think I may have had things a little wrong with Forrest and Sheena because I learned some new things this episode that I did not know. And first, just a few little quick notes. This couple here, the girl, I can't remember her name. I think she's beautiful. I love her vibe. But what the hell is wrong with her? She asked him, "What's the one thing you want me to bring from America?" Out of all the things he could have her bring, he wanted her to go to the Chinese restaurant and order some firecracker shrimp for her to bring on a long overseas flight that's over half a day long. I can't remember how long it is, but I know it's like over 10-12 hours, I'm pretty sure, her flight. And she's gonna take this firecracker shrimp over there in the freaking Chinese plastic container that the Chinese restaurant sent it home in. Like, she didn't even try to wrap it up in no plastic. She didn't try to put it in no Tupperware container to try to help seal it. And with that half-ass plastic Chinese to-go box and the plastic sack she threw it in, that is gonna be bad in like a matter of hours. So I would not trust eating that once she actually gets there and gives it to him. Otherwise, he's gonna be feeling like he has a firecracker coming out of his ass the whole time he's on that trip. And when are we gonna see Elise and Herman? I'm assuming that they didn't last long if it's already like a few episodes in and we still haven't even met them. Something's just telling me, I don't know what this relationship is giving legit. Just the fact she seemed to pivot and find a man overseas real quick right before the next season. But I guess we shall see once they finally come on our screens. Now let's talk about Forrest and Sheena. So this is the thing. I thought from the first episode, I don't know, maybe I didn't pay attention good enough, but I thought like Forrest was the one that was employed with all the money, and Sheena's just like this broke girl that's just sitting at home watching the cameras all day. Like, it really seemed like they're trying to give like Mary and Brandon, like they just watch each other on the cameras all day. But it actually seems like it's the opposite. I guess Forrest is the unemployed one sitting there watching the cameras all day, and Sheena actually works a full-time job. She's a doctor that works on animals. She's always had a passion for animals because she kind of has like social anxiety, and she's never felt comfortable around people, but she's always felt comfortable around animals. And it seems like she has a nice, respectable job. I was actually shocked that she kept clearing out the bank account that her and Forrest had, and she actually said like, yeah, I did lie to Forrest, and I guess we might see her talk more about that when he does get out there. But they asked Sheena, they're like, okay, so do you watch Forrest all day on the camera? And it almost seemed like she was like, like the way she was looking for a second, it seemed like she was like trying to come up with something to say, but I don't think she's watching Forrest on the cameras as much as they're trying to act like she does. This woman is working full-time job, so she's probably not even home half the day. I'm sure she's watching him on the cameras when she's not working, but she's not just sitting there all day watching the cameras like they're first trying to portray. And I wonder, where's Forrest getting all this money to be able to travel and send Sheena if he's not working right now? Maybe he's the one using Sheena and Sheena's his sugar mama. But he decides to go over to see Sheena in the Philippines with his mom and his stepdad, who he says has been like his father since he was like 12 when they got married. And he revealed that he actually had a girl that he met overseas before. So I was kind of thinking, okay, maybe Forrest has never been on a plane before. Maybe this is why he wants his parents to go with him. I kind of feel like the TLC producers pushed for his parents to go with him. But he was able to put on his big boy pants before and travel to Indonesia to meet this woman that he met online. And it kind of sounds like he got played. So he automatically gave this girl $2,000 in Indonesian money as soon as he got there, and he thought, okay, like, we're automatically a couple when I go over there. We're gonna live together and be a couple. Well, he goes over there, gives her the money, and I guess she just wasn't feeling him, so she really didn't even talk to him the whole time. He's like in his own separate room. Like, he could have just stayed home and saved thousands of dollars and probably had more fun back in the United States than he did in Indonesia. He said this girl still didn't talk to him, didn't kiss him, didn't give him no coochie, took all his money, and he had to go back home with his tail in between his legs, and he's really scared that he may go through this again with Sheena. I think another reason why the producers probably pushed for the parents to go with Forrest is because it seems like Forrest is a little quiet and reserved, and Sheena's the same exact way. You know, if you just have two quiet, awkward people on camera, that can be a ratings killer. So they got to keep someone around that's going to keep things interesting. And it always seems like Forrest's mom is always saying something super crazy and pushing the boundaries. So Forrest goes over to the Philippines with his parents, and they had a layover in Hong Kong. And oh my god, I felt for poor Forrest. They made it seem like at first like maybe Forrest had to have his parents come to keep an eye out on him and help him through the airport. But it seems like really it was the other way around. The whole time he was having to keep tabs on his parents and babysit them. Like, I felt like he was traveling with me. That's how I am when I'm traveling. I hate to admit it. He literally went to the airport. The parents were so, well, mainly the mother, was so infatuated with the airport and making memories that she just had her phone out the whole time recording everything. She's like, oh my god, look at this. Look at the things hanging from the ceiling of the airport. Look at the airplane. Look at the little things that we ride on. I don't know what the hell they call them anymore. But you know, like little escalator things that you just ride across so you don't have to walk down the hallway at the airport. She was loving every single minute of it. But the thing was, she was so distracted soaking it all in that she kept like not paying attention to her surroundings. She's running into people, she's dropping things. At one point she started to go the wrong direction, and Forrest is like, okay, you need to come back here. And then the stepdad ended up losing his phone, or he thought he lost his phone. That reminds me of like dealing with my mom. Anytime I go with my mom anywhere, she's losing her keys every 5 minutes, always having to put her purse down somewhere and go through it and freaking out and having a mini panic attack. And then she'll lose her phone, and then the whole time coming to find out it's in her pants pocket or in her hand. That's kind of what Forrest was dealing with. I really felt for Forrest. He was stressed the hell out. It's like literally taking two toddlers to the airport, and it's already enough and exhausting enough having to travel, especially two layovers for very long flights, but then having to keep tabs on two grown adults the whole time. He was over it. It seemed like he was ready to pop him a Xanax after dealing with all them. So they finally get on the plane. They make it to Hong Kong. They're on the way to the Philippines. He can't wait. And then we catch up with Sheena, and we just learn from Sheena a little bit more about her. She talks about how much she loves Forrest, and I really believe that she does like him. It does seem like she has a genuine heart. You know, it still is too early to say, but it does seem like she really adores him. Like, she was breaking down crying, talking about what she did to him and how much she hurt him when she cleared out the bank accounts, and talking about the fact that his mom didn't like her. And it just, you could tell it really affected her deep down, and I wanted to not like her. I mean, just from what they were giving in the first episode, it was giving like scammer vibes, but I'm not feeling that anymore after she was opening up. I just think since she's from the Philippines, their culture is different, where they're more about taking care of your parents. And I don't know, maybe Forrest might be right, and her parents are the ones that are, you know, taking out of the bank account, and she really can't control it at the end of the day. But I mean, at the end of the day, that still is no excuse to not be upfront with him and let him know before taking the money out. So we're gonna see them hopefully meet up in the next episode. I'm looking forward to it and seeing how things go down. But let me know what you guys think about Forrest and Sheena in the comments below, and thank you guys so much for watching.